Hello again, my friend, and welcome back to the SWA podcast. This is episode number 13, the SWA podcast, where aging, wellness, and wisdom intersect. I am your host, Maggie Lazarre, and I am delighted to have you join me today for this segment on wisdom. You know, I looked up a couple of definitions of wisdom, and one definition says it's a set of experiences that one has, um, you've lived through those experiences, and then they kind of prepare you for how you're going to handle new ones, new experiences. And another definition, it is a set of skills that um, include includes experience, good judgment, and knowledge. So when you think of someone being wise, you're like, oh, this person has sound judgment. This person has lived through a lot of things. And so they have experience and they've accumulated knowledge. Well, it is hoped that as we get older, we would have accumulated the experiences, the knowledge, and the good judgment. Well, unfortunately, sometimes that's not the case. Not everybody grows into a measured, thoughtful, experienced, knowledgeable person. Don't you know that cousin who is forever a child in their mind? The person who never gets it together, right? And is always reacting and not thinking things through and making, decisions that are not based on, experience or thoughtful consideration. So what we hope for ourselves in this, I want to say temporada, in this season of life is that we would have accumulated all those experiences. And as we move forward into this next season of life, we're going to become the person to guide others, right? I've always been kind of an old soul, being the firstborn, and you've heard that. And I consider myself to be a wise person, but you know what? I am an eternal learner. I am always willing to sit at somebody's feet and listen. And I think this is the travesty of what is happening to us right now as a society, where we just don't take the time to learn from someone. Someone may have an opinion, a different way of doing something, a different way of thinking about something. And what a wise person does, they shut up and they listen and they open their ears because we can always learn something from someone. So being wise, in my view, is someone who knows that they don't know everything, right? Who knows that this world is forever changing? Who knows that they're going to need some help from someone? And once they realize that, then they put themselves in a position to be the person to help someone else. And this is where the wisdom becomes really active, right? Where we can lend a hand and just see someone in need and reach out. To me, that is the beauty of being an older, wiser, more knowledgeable, more capable human being. So let's go out there today and take stock of all the experiences we have gone through, whether it's in marriage, raising children, jobs, career, situations that we've survived, like someone who has lost a spouse could be a good, wise person to talk to someone who's just going through the experience. If you've lost a child, God forbid, to be able to say, I feel you, you get a higher level of empathy once you have walked those miles, and then you can be a support to someone else. Isn't this what community is all about? Isn't it what being wise, wiser, more knowledgeable? That's all it's about. And I don't believe that any one of us can survive this crazy life without someone else lending a hand. So let's be the hand to reach out and help someone else using all our knowledge, all our wisdom, so we can make life just a tad easier for someone else. All right, sis. So sir, I assume there are some guys listening to me as well. It's just like this life is just too crazy right now. We need to go deep. We need to go deep and be better than what the situation calls for. Go out there, be a good human today. God loves you. You know I love you. Au revoir. À la prochaine. Bye.